So welcome everyone here into the third space for this meditation practice of sacred stillness. I really want to honor each one of you for attending. I want to honor you for being here in this space, for joining us, joining together. And I want to honor you for putting aside some time for yourself and for us and for the divine. It takes effort and a commitment to do that. So well done, and I honor that greatly. Today's practice is one of sacred stillness, and I'll explain that a bit more in a moment. The purpose or this type of practice is a guided practice with the intention, very specific intention of bringing us into the sacredness of being very still and very present to ourselves, our environment, and to divine love. The practice is a holistic practice. And so the purpose is to engage our body, our soul, including our mind, will, and emotions, and our spirit, that part of us which connects with the divine, with the spiritual. When we are present, we are conscious and aware of the now, the reality of this moment in time. And so we're being present to ourselves, and to our bodies, soul, mind, spirit, and our environment. And so the practice will include all of these elements, including the element of being present to divine love. What does it mean to be sacredly still? Something that's sacred is believed to be holy, to be precious, and to have a special connection with God. You can also describe something as sacred when it is regarded as too important to be changed or interfered with. And so the sense of presence, being present, is something that we want to encourage and we want to practice. Yesterday, I spent quite a few hours on a call with a friend in Guatemala, and she is spending time there with her family, with the community there. And at the end of our long conversation, she's expecting a bubby, and so I asked if I could pray for her. And so here she is in Guatemala, which is a 14-hour time difference and very much on the other side of the world. And of course, I'm here in Melbourne, Australia. And it was quite an extraordinary thing to spend that time in the presence of God, in the presence of divine love with her. And it was quite an extraordinary thing to just be, on a call. It wasn't even a video call, it was just an audio call. But the sense of presence with each other, the sense that we were right there next to each other, in each other's company, and in the presence of God, in the presence of divine love, was so powerful. And it was such a sacred thing, such a truly sacred moment. So as we move into this practice tonight, that's my desire, that's my intention, and my heart is that as we gather and as we spend that time honoring ourselves, our environment, and the divine, that we would have that same sense of presence. You can't do being still in a way. You really need to be being still. And being still doesn't necessarily mean being silent, or it doesn't necessarily mean not moving your body, although it's usually helpful. But when we are being still, we're we have the opportunity, I guess, to be conscious and aware of how precious we ourselves are, what a gift our environment is to us. And we have an opportunity to be conscious and aware of our special connection with God and with divine love. During the meditation, I will be making use of various names for divine love or for God. And I'll use these names very interchangeably, such as divine love, spirit, source of life, source of light, the eternal one, um, shalom, the breath of life, all of these names interchangeable. And if you have your own name for the divine one, then I encourage you to swap that out in your mind as I'm doing this meditation. This meditation is an invitation into that sacred connection. Everything that we do during this time is an invitation. It's very invitational. So you're welcome to engage with the elements of the practice to the degree that you feel comfortable with. You are also welcome to gently leave the space at any time. You are free to leave your camera off, although it is helpful sometimes if some of you leave them on for me, just for the biofeedback for myself. So the meditation flow will have three elements. The first, we will be tuning in to our awareness of ourself, our capitalist self. We will be orientating ourselves to our environment, the physical environment that we're in, and into the company of others. And we will be becoming conscious and aware, hopefully, of divine love. To assist us in this time, there will be moments of silence, body scans, vagus nerve resetting, mindful moments, heart alignment, connection with sound, awareness of gravity, awareness of life in and around us. There will be breath prayers, imaginative visualizations, words of blessing, and a whole lot more. So I'm really excited to share this practice with you. Taking a big breath. As we begin this practice of meditation, I would like to invite you to join me in a short prayer. Eternal One, I take this time to calm my inner being, to come into the awareness of myself, my environment, and your divine love. I honor and welcome your presence in this moment. So settling down, getting into a comfortable position. We're going to reset our vagus nerve or give it some stimulus to help us with this practice. So let's begin initially by taking a deep breath in, and as we do so, raising our shoulders up towards the bottom of our ears. So breathing in, shoulders up, rolling the shoulders back, drawing the shoulder blades together tightly as we breathe out. And again, breathing in, shoulders up, rolling the shoulders back. You might hear some crinkling as you do that. Breathing in, rolling the shoulders back. Taking a few deep breaths in through the nose. We take a deep breath in. We're going to gently and slowly turn our chin towards our right shoulder. And we're going to gaze over our right shoulder, whether our eyes are open or closed. So gazing over the shoulder and possibly feeling a stretch behind the eyes. Remembering to keep breathing rather than holding our breath at this time. Gazing over the shoulder. Taking a deep breath in, and as we exhale, gently and slowly turning the head and chin and face back towards center. Pausing for a moment to take a deep breath in, and exhaling, turning the chin towards the left shoulder. You might feel a gentle stretch in your neck. And as you gaze over your left shoulder, you might feel a gentle stretch in the back of your eyes. While we're in this posture, we might feel sensations down the back of our arms, down our wrists and fingers. That's okay if we don't. Gazing over the shoulder. Taking a deep breath in, and when we're ready, gently and slowly moving back to center. As we do this, we're becoming more aware and conscious of our body, conscious of our breath, and conscious of the movement of our body, really coming into awareness of our bodies. Feeling the flow of air in through the nose, down the throat. And noticing that flow all the way down into our bodies. We're going to take some double breaths now. And what that means is that we're going to breathe deeply. And when we reach the top of the breath, we're going to take a bit more. And when we get to the top, we're going to hold it and exhale slowly. So doing that together, breathing in, taking a bit more, hold, and then exhale slowly. And again, breathing in, taking a bit more, hold, and then release slowly. One more double breath. Breathing in, a bit more, and out. Going to allow our body to get into its own natural rhythm of breath now. And as we do that, we're going to allow our mind to become conscious and aware of itself. So becoming aware of the thoughts swirling around in our mind. Maybe they're not swirling, maybe they're just protruding into the front part of our mind or consciousness. Just noticing what's happening in your mind at this moment. And as you identify different thoughts in your mind, I invite you to place those thoughts one by one into an imaginary basket sitting in front of you. It may be helpful to hold your hands in the shape of a basket. And over the next few moments, I invite you to place those thoughts that you've just observed in your mind into the basket one by one. At any time during our meditation that you become aware or conscious of those thoughts, you can always put them back in the basket. There's no criticism or judgment of self or our mind for thinking, because that's what it does. In our imaginations now, we're going to take a deep breath in. And when we do that, we're going to imagine ourselves covering the basket of thoughts. We're going to cover it over just for this short while, leaving those thoughts in the basket. So take the breath in, and as you cover the basket, breathe out. Allowing the internal voice to be quiet for a little while. We allow our internal gaze now to drop down from our thought center down into our heart space. That place in our core that feels emotions. And as we continue to flow in our breath, we just notice what's happening in our heart space today. Noticing the emotions that are coming up. And just allowing our heart to feel what it feels. No criticism or judgment in this time. Holding our heart, creating space for our heart center to just beat, to feel what it feels. Just being present with our emotions. Perhaps we can consider our emotions with a sense of curiosity. All throughout our practice, we may feel different things. We approach our feelings with acceptance and kindness. And once we've noticed, we can just leave our feelings to be for a little while. We're going to lift our internal gaze now right up to the top of our heads. Really imagining and feeling and sensing the flow of gravity over our bodies. Really noticing that, because this is the interaction between us and our environment, and the earth and the moon and the sun. And so we feel that gravity flowing down over our head. For some of us, it might be helpful to even touch that part of our bodies. It might be helpful to feel the gravity by touching our head. Feeling the gravity flow down over our forehead. Allowing the skin over our forehead to drop down into a lovely, relaxed posture. Same with our whole face, feeling gravity drawing our body and our skin down towards the earth. And we feel that around our eyes, over the bridge of our nose, and down, over our cheeks and our cheekbones. We feel and sense gravity pulling our jaw down. We might even allow our chin to drop open, our mouth to drop open, and our chin to drop down. Ah, wow, amazing. It's incredible how much we hold our jaws. So we allow gravity to be very gentle. We might even like to sigh while our mouth is open. Might even sigh again. Noticing gravity, noticing it flowing down over our chin. Drawing our focus now to the back of our heads and our neck. Gravity is gently and slowly and calmly and securely drawing us down towards the earth. And so we feel that flow down the back of our necks. Down, down. We don't resist it with our shoulders. We allow gravity to draw us down. The breath collaborating with the gravity. So as we breathe out, we allow the shoulders to drop down. Shoulders dropping down. Feeling that gravity drawing our spine down. Our spine in a beautiful, neutral posture. Noticing how each of the muscle groups feel. And as we pay attention to the gravity and we notice what their muscles are feeling, we collaborate with the breath and we let go. Noticing the flow over the biceps, down the elbows, the forearms and the wrists, all the way through to the palms of our hands and our fingers. Feeling at one with our environment, with the gravity holding us securely to this earth. Our fingers still. In the stillness, they are quiet. We allow our internal gaze to be drawn back now to the top of our chest. We sense gravity flowing over us like water, like that flow, flowing down over our chest, down over the lower lobes of our lungs, right into the core of our bellies. We might even notice our core muscles in our bellies. And with each breath out, we let go. We allow the muscles to soften, to be responding to the gravity. Noticing in our bellies if we're holding tight. And releasing. Allowing our awareness now to drop down to our sit bones. That part of our body which is connecting us directly to the earth, to the chair, to the ground, to the bed, whatever it is that our sit bones are connecting with. And we pause here for a moment to feel the stability that gravity gives us. This is a sacred gift. Connection. Connection to the earth that nourishes us. Taking a moment now as we breathe in to get a sense of our whole being within our skin. The part of us which is contained within our skin. Our whole being. All of our cells and our blood, our muscles and ligaments. Our nervous system. The great communication network of our bodies. As we take a deep breath in, we remind ourselves that we are safe in this moment. I am safe within my own body. I am safe in this environment for this moment. I am safe in the presence of divine love. At any time, we can place our wandering thoughts back into our basket, gently covering the basket with the breath out. We return our awareness now back up to our thought center, just for a moment, allowing it to fall quiet, allowing thoughts back into the basket or to the edges of our consciousness. Becoming comfortable and aware of our sense of self and our sense of presence in the environment that we're in. As we continue to breathe in our rhythm of breath, we're going to shift our attention now from our thought center. And we're going to allow our attention and our awareness and our consciousness to drop down to our spirit space, to the center of our spirit, the place where we connect with the divine. Perhaps we place a hand on our beating heart and a hand on our breathing lungs. And we become aware and conscious of our living spirit. that gift to our being, that part of divine love, that unique sense of our identity. And as we create space to be aware of our own spirit, we invite our spirit to open the connection with the Eternal One. Allowing our consciousness to be flooded with that sense of presence. The one who is above all, in all, through all. As we hold space for spirit, let us turn our imaginations on and wander through a forest. Allowing our imaginations to be set free as we see ourselves walking on a path that leads us down towards the water. The path is a windy one. Far above us is the canopy of the forest of the trees, and above that is the sun shining through. There's a dappled light that our feet tread on. And as we walk down the path in the forest, we become aware of the presence next to us. The presence of the Holy One. We walk along, no words necessary. The sense of joy and love radiating around us. Divine love calling to us through the sounds of the birds of the forest. The gentle breeze dancing across our skin. The breath of life flowing over us and into us. Breathing in that sense of life. And with each breath in, receiving the gift of love. Divine love walking with us as we head towards the water. We notice a rustling around in the forest floor. the buzzing of the bees and the other insects, the shrills and chirps of the birds. There is life all around. The Creator's love expressed in every aspect and element. We make our way down to the stream that runs through the forest, and we find a log to gently perch on. We sit in the company of the Holy One, watching the water as it trickles past. As the radiance of the sun's glory comes through the canopy of the forest, it dances on the water, sparkling like diamonds. Each one a gift to us, an expression of love, an expression of perfection, of wholeness. Never-ending flow, never-ending, always flowing. A radiance and a love without end. Beyond time and space. This gift as we sit on our log, we breathe every breath, life-giving, every breath a gift from divine love, every breath holding this awareness within our very being. A sacred communion with the divine. As we sit together in the presence of divine love, we breathe a breath prayer. We breathe it in with these words. I breathe in life. I breathe in light. I breathe in love. And again, I breathe in life. I breathe in light. I breathe in love. As we breathe in life, light, and love, we breathe out all that does not serve us any longer. Letting go of the things which are not of value to us, that do not serve us, that do not express love. We let go of the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are not serving us. And in replacement, we breathe in life. We breathe in light. And we breathe in love. This is a time of sacred gathering. We honor and welcome the presence of divine love. We begin to allow our internal gaze to roam around a little bit, exploring how our body feels, exploring our heart space. Exploring the connection with divine love. You begin to notice once again the flow of air in through our nose, down our throat, deep into our bodies. Noticing that flow of life, the flow of the life breath, the gift from the Creator. Perhaps we notice a lightness in our bodies. Becoming aware very much of our bodies now. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as we do so, we're going to lift our shoulders up towards our ears, rolling the shoulders back, stretching our chest, coming back into awareness of where we are in our space as we breathe in and lift the shoulders up, rolling the shoulders back. One more time, breathing in, lifting the shoulders up, rolling back. Bringing our hands together in front of us. Be at peace, my friends. Shalom.